Namaste. The history of Indian freedom struggle would be incomplete without mentioning the contributions of women. There are so many women whose names are lost in the pages of history. One such woman who sacrificed her whole life for the cause of the nation but never got the limelight is Nanibala Devi, the tigress of Bengal. Nanibala Devi was born in the year 1888 to Suryakant Banerjee and Giribala Devi at Bali in Hora district of Bengal. Hers was an orthodox Brahmin family with too many restrictions, especially for women. Child marriage was compulsory, so she was made to get married just at the age of 11. But before she started to live her married life in a full swing, her husband left to the afterworld, giving her the title of a widow. One day, in her sorrowful life, entered Amarendra as a ray of hope. Amarendra was a relative of Nanibala Devi. He was about 8 years elder to her. Amarendra was a youth full of zeal. Vivekananda was the spirit behind him and Bagha Jatin was his leader. He was from the Shramajeevi Samabaya and Jugantar Association. It was he who filled enthusiasm in Nanibala and prepared her mentally and physically to become a great patriot. In 1914, there was a stormy cloud of the First World War all over India. The police, like hunting dogs, were in search of the revolutionaries. When they started searching Nanibala, she escaped to the French colony in Chandannagar of Calcutta. She lived there in one of the revolutionaries' house situated at Gondalapur. That revolutionary was suffering from tuberculosis. Nanibala, who had been treating the sick, could not escape from the trouble of police. The British police, however, came to know with the help of French secret agent that Nanibala stayed at a home in Gondalapur. But luckily, the other revolutionaries came to know about this and informed Nanibala immediately. Within no time, Nanibala admitted the tuberculosis patient to the hospital and escaped from there. The police got deceived. But now, the question was, where would she go further? Amarendra and other revolutionaries made an arrangement to send her along with the revolutionary who was about to go to Peshawar. But unluckily, the police who were in search of her finally caught her. They kept her under house arrest. At that same time, she caught the epidemic cholera. After she was slightly recovered, they threw her into the Varanasi jail. She got the real experience of hell on earth in the Varanasi jail. The jail superintendent was Jatin Banerjee. Although a Brahmin by birth, he was a monster by profession. He tortured her every single day, continuously asking her where the other revolutionaries were. "I don't know, I will never tell," were the only answers they could get from her. She was beaten ruthlessly by the police. Even though she was helpless, she remained stubborn and never gave up. A lady police brought her to the cell, removed her clothes and made her completely naked. One of them bought some chili powder. The lady police took it in her hand and inserted it into the private part of Nanibala. Nanibala cried in vain. What else could be more inhumane than this? The police just behaved like demons. They did the same thing to her every single day. Nanibala could not bear this anymore. When the lady police pressed her legs, spread it wide and applied chili powder into her orifice, she reluctantly roared like a wounded tigress and kicked off the police. Then Jatin Banerjee himself came there. He scared her that she would be punished more than this if she would not reveal the secrets about the revolutionaries. She thundered, "I am the revolutionary of Jugantar. I will never reveal you any secrets. Do whatever you want, punish me in whichever ways you can. I don't care." As a further punishment, she was put up in a small dark cell full of mosquitoes and bedbugs. She had to live there for 3 long days. She became too weak staying there. She lost her consciousness, but never lost her spirit. This time, Jatin Banerjee felt defeated. Nanibala was then transferred to the prison of Calcutta Presidency. She took a firm determination of fasting. The jail superintendent, named Goldie, used so many techniques to open her mouth. When his tortures reached sky level, Nanibala pounded on him like a tigress and slapped him on his face. After Britain got its victory in the First World War in 1919, Nanibala was released from the jail. But due to the unhealthy environment of the jail, she caught tuberculosis. When the foreign doctors could not cure her disease, a sadhu came into her life like a savior, cured her from tuberculosis. Since then, she started to live like a sannyasini. She obtained sannyasa diksha from the sadhu and lived a life of a sannyasini for 79 years. She took her last breath on May 1967. On this day, Bengal lost its first female revolutionary. India lost a brave soul. She proved that there is no force more powerful than a woman determined to rise. Nanibala Devi's sacrifices to Mother India are uncomparable to any other. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind!